Holy smokes, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. Welcome back. It is, I don't even know what episode it is. I've made a lot of videos, and I haven't made one in a long time. Mostly because I'm not as bored. I shouldn't say I was making videos because I was bored, but I was, I didn't have nothing else better to do, man. Now I got a lady friend, and I got all the shop time in the world I could want now. I shouldn't say that, but the house, man, it's amazing. I mean, she's amazing. God bless her. I don't know what the Lord did to give me such an awesome woman, but thank you. I don't know. It's helped make my life way easier, man. I don't gotta worry about all the housewife stuff. I don't gotta do the dishes and laundry, man. I hated that, and I don't gotta do it no more. That's nice, Things have been going great, man. I mean, today was the first day I came home from work and I didn't have something ready in a crock pot for me. I mean, not saying that's a bad thing. We got a lot of leftovers, but I can eat plenty of leftovers. But man, every day I come home, it's just like I got food waiting on me. She wakes up before me, man. She wakes up before I wake up in the morning. I roll out of bed at like 4 o'clock most days. But my first alarm's at 3:45, and she wakes up at the first alarm and goes and makes me lunch for the day. I thought the guys that had wives do that for them, I was like, how? How are you able, how are you so blessed? You're lucky, And now I'm the lucky one. I'm rolling in the luck, I guess, these days. I used to consider myself an unlucky person. We're gonna knock on some wood. I don't have my mic. Speaking of unlucky, I think I forgot it in a company van, and I really don't know what I did with the darn thing. I don't really know. I've been looking everywhere for it. I can't find it. So I decided just to make the video anyway. And you know what? I got a lot to say. There's been a lot that's happened since, I last made a video. Charlie Kirk died. God bless his soul. My grandma passed away. God bless her soul. And please look out over them over in heaven, Both very good people. Charlie Kirk, man, you all probably know him more than my grandma, but my grandma died of very old age, and she was ready to go, man. It sounds terrible to say it like that, but she'd tell me at least once a month, man, that whenever God's ready to take me, I'm ready to go, and don't choke up. But man, I know she's happy now, man. I know she's happy up there. She's back by grandma and all her other relatives, and she's just probably living her best life up there, And Charlie Kirk, you guys probably know him more than my grandma, obviously, and he was just free speech, man. He started off. I don't even know how he actually started off. I don't know the whole come up of Charlie Kirk, but I know he started off just interviewing like the darn OnlyFans girls and just telling them to find Jesus, man. And like, do you really want to live your life like that? Find something worth living, man. Taking pictures of your cooch and sharing them online for $4.99 isn't it. Maybe it is. Maybe I'm wrong. I've been wrong before. But we used to call them ladies porn stars back in the day. And now they just we call us fans, and they're the only ones. I don't know how it works. I'm getting too old. I'm 29. And yeah, the stuff's free online, I don't get it, but other people seem to get it, and they like paying for it, so good for them. But not me, not my girl. Oh Lord, I apologize, but I am spoiled. She spoils me, man, and I try to spoil her as much as I can. I give her as good a everything I can give her. We'll say that, you know what I'm saying? But man, I can't even express how happy I am to finally have something worth living, not living for, but have someone to live with, man. Someone worth someone actually worth living your life with. And I think I finally found that. And I didn't buy a ring yet, and that thought maybe on my mind, it may not be, but Lord knows if she keeps this up, I don't have a choice. I'm gonna have to marry. I ain't letting this one go. You know, she's been amazing, and her ex is a little crazy, but you know, so are mine. And I thought she was just kind of, you know, like all other girls, just talking smack about her ex, this, that, and whatnot. And you know, there's always two sides to the story. There always is. You always gotta look at it that way. Or I do. And you know, but everything she's said about him, I've come to find out is pretty true. You know, it's everything follows suit. You know, it doesn't vary from what she said at all. The truth doesn't vary from what she's told me, and that's like, you know, to have a girl that don't just talk smack about her ex like crazy for no reason. I mean, granted, she talks a little smack, but she's still going through it. You know, she's still going through the child placement now. They're reopening the case because they gave him the kids, and yeah, I don't know much about him, and I'm not trying to talk smack about a guy I don't know, because Lord knows I don't know. But it doesn't seem to be working out, and he's been pretty snotty to her, not really happy about her being with me, you know, but they've been broken up for a year, and we've only been together a couple months, but she's moved in now. Somebody's going to see her, whatever, take her lease up on her apartment maybe this week, and things are moving fast. But, you know, I kind of tried to move it slow, you know. Didn't say the 3 words and for like months. She said it a couple times before I even said it. Oh, she called me love. I don't know if she said she loved me. She's like, oh, hey, love, you know. But, yeah. And then I said it, and now I'm not even ashamed that I said it, because, you know what, I don't know, like, how I could have been given such a perfect lady for me, but I have been, and Lord knows I am not going to mess this up, because Lord knows you were probably the one that gave her to me, and you know, I'd be ashamed. It'd be straight pitiful if I messed this up. You know, like I said before, man, I had been waiting for the right one, and I think I finally found her, man. I've been able to do everything that I want, and I haven't had to change much of anything. I talk a lot of crap, or you know, I talk smack. I work construction, and I talk a lot of smack, and just say dumb stuff, just thinking I'm funny. And she don't like that, so I tried to change that. You know, only say nice things to the lady. You know, don't be rude. I can be rude and I don't even mean it. I just think I'm being funny, and I'm being a complete dink. You know, and that's just the way it is. But I've been trying to change that, because she doesn't deserve that, and Lord knows that probably didn't help all my past relationships either. You know, just talking smack all the time when you want the other person just to love you all the time that ain't gonna work out. You know, that's just the way it is. I cleaned my garage this weekend. It's looking way better than it was. It still kind of probably looks messy from where you guys are looking, but man, I got the yak up there. I got the dirt bike all tuned up, ready to go. I want to get some new grips and stuff for it. I want to put some love into it this winter. That's all clean. I got some more shelves. I don't know if I told you about that. The back 40 is looking good. It's all clean back there. And man, I got the Cobalt running. And funny story about that, on the maiden voyage, I was going to take her up north, which is like an hour and a half drive. And I decided to drive to the town next to me, which is only like 10 minutes away. And as I'm coming into the town, there's a bridge on the way into town. And I smacked the front of that concrete bridge with the oil pan of my car, because I had it lower right to the ground. I think I showed you that in the last video. I might not have. I don't even think I had that thing running in the last video. But I had that thing right to the ground. I had the wheels like right up inside the wheel well there. Like those are all the way up inside the wheel. So I sent the oil pan right into the pavement. And I went to the O'Reilly's to check on something else. And I walk back outside and I just see the oil pouring out of the front of the car. And I'm like, oh no. And I quickly start it and get out. I just drive it down the road, and I get all the way almost to my house, and I get to the top of the hill, and I coast it for like the last 2 miles down the hill, and then I started it up maybe 200 yards away from my house, and then all I heard was the lifter's just screaming for mercy. It had no oil. And I pulled it right back in the garage, jacked it up, took the oil pan off, cleaned it up, and put it back on. I was done in a couple days. Like, I don't know if you guys remember my previous videos or you even watched any of them. That don't happen with me normally. Normally it sits like that turd in the back and it just sits. Or like the four-wheeler or that four-wheeler. I mean, I'm good at leaving stuff sit. It's my ADD tendencies, man. ADD, OCD tendencies, man. I don't think I know how to do it. I'll just stop. And I don't get why I do that. But I do. And I like to give up. And I don't like that I like to give up. But I do. And it's not okay. And I've been trying to change that. And Lord knows I've been doing better, man. I've been getting stuff done. I got one side of the chicken coop done the other day. Like a couple days. I only got one more side to go, and that's ready for the winter. I want to start working in the garage and finish the garage up. That's for sure. I don't know if I'm going to wait till winter for that, or I'm just going to start busting on it one of these days, or not. I got to get a couple of the other projects done, like the chicken coop I want to get done. And then I'm pretty much ready to go, man. I got so much time on my hands now. It's night. I don't know what I did before this, man. I don't know how I lived, man. You know? I thought I was happy then. I really wasn't, but, you know? Things are looking up, man. I don't know what to say. I had so many things I wanted to say. That's why I wanted to take a video, but I'm just sitting here grinning about my girl right now. But... You know, Charlie Kirk passed away, man, and that was such a blow to free speech. It's sad. You know, it was such a good man. All he wanted to do was just try to make the world a better place by talking to people, by having simple debates and having simple conversations. You know, maybe talking, not rude, but talking facts to these people, man. And like, is this, like, are you really LGBTQ TV? Are you really that? Are you really, like, just talking to them, man, trying to figure out where they're coming from and why they felt the need to do the things that they did and try to help them, you know, not try to push his, you know, maybe he did push his opinion on people a little bit, but that's kind of what you got to do. That's literally the narrative. That's how it is these days, you know. If you don't want to be heard, then you just shut your mouth and don't say nothing. But if you want to be heard and you feel like you got something good to say, you should just say it and keep saying it. And that's kind of where I'm at. I've been debating on making more videos. My kids asked me the other day, are you been still making YouTube videos? And I'm like, no, I haven't made one in a while. I'm like, why not? I'm like, I don't know. I just don't know, man. Maybe it's because I just felt like I was getting repetitive, or maybe that I wasn't getting many views. But you know what? Some people don't get any views, like, ever, and they still keep posting stuff. I get views, man. I get some views. People watch this stuff. I haven't looked in a long time. And Lord knows I probably haven't had many views since I haven't been posting. But people like to watch this, man. I don't. You never really know where people are coming from, man. You don't know anybody's way of life. You know, I always try to look at it from other people's perspective, but perspective is just that. It's just perspective. If you get outside of your own perspective and just see like you're reading a book, I'm sure all my problems would be so easy to fix if I change my perspective on how I look at things. Or if anybody does, it helps significantly. Like, I don't know, one of my buddies, I don't know how I'm going to talk about this, but we're just going to say, man, I don't even know how to say it. He's one of those guys that likes to hear himself talk a little bit, and, you know, always got to be heard type of guy. And, oh, I don't know. I don't even know how to explain him. A little bit narcissist, man. That's all. That's the best way to explain it, I guess. A little bit of a narcissist he is, and that's all right for him. But guess what? I don't know if I want that type of person in my life, because I've been around enough of those people, and I've been stabbed in the back by enough of those people that I don't know why I seem to attract them, or am attracted to them, even as friends. But I am, and I don't think that's all right. But Lord knows that I don't even know what to say about this. He got into a little fight with his uncle, and I was like, well, why did your uncle beat the brakes off him? I mean, gave him 2 black eyes, bloody mouth, like was kicking him while he's on the ground and stuff. And he's like, oh, I just wanted to go over there and talk to him. We weren't getting along the last couple of months, and I just want to talk to him, blah, 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 try to work it out. And I'm like, well, when was the last time you were over there? Like, oh, a month ago. What happened when you were there? Oh, we got into a fight. He pushed me on the ground as I was when I was going to leave. And I was like, I was on the phone with him, and I'm like, so why did you go back there if you weren't wanted in this place? Why would you want to go back? He's like, oh, one of my buddies, Brett, was there, and he wanted me to come pick him up. And I'm like, so your uncle didn't invite you over, and you just showed up on the doorstep? Oh yeah, but I was there to pick up blah blah blah. I'm like, okay. In my head, I just, if people don't want me somewhere, if I'm not wanted, if I'm not appreciated, not appreciated, because nobody's really, I mean, I appreciate the heck out of my girlfriend, my mom, but like, a lot of people don't appreciate nothing. But if I go somewhere and I'm not appreciated or respected a little bit, and actually people want me to be there, want me to come hang out with them, want me to spend time with them, I ain't gonna be around those people. Plain and simple. I'm not gonna waste my time trying to change your mind about me, or worried about getting in a fight. I'm not gonna worry about someone punching me in the back of the head. I can fight toe to toe. Let's do it. I'm not saying Sean Strickland should come fight me, or people I can box. Yeah, I can box, but there's definitely levels to this stuff. But like, you put me with a normal guy, I'm gonna probably beat the brakes off him. That's my weight class. I'm probably gonna beat the brakes off him out of a regular guy. That's just, I trained when I was a kid in MMA, and I practiced Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu for a couple of years, and I know how to defend myself. Oh my God, my cat is underneath my truck taking a giant turd right now. Dear Lord, kitty. I guess if you're outside, you gotta go somewhere, huh? Oh my God. Dug a hole for it and everything. You better bury that back up. You better bury that thing. Tell you what. Yeah, pinch it off. Pinch it off. Yeah, get it out of there. Better bury that. Yeah, good kitty. Bury it. Yeah. Bury it. Hey. More. I can smell it from here. Good kitty. More. There you go. Really bury that thing in there. Good kitty. Yeah, you still smell it too, huh? Maybe give it another couple more kicks. Bury it a little better. Yeah, there you go. Now we're talking. Yeah, that's better. I don't know if he's going to find that. Yeah. So a chicken goes to clean himself and rolls around in your poop. Yeah, you. Good job. Way to not poop on my garage floor, at least. Don't dig it up, you dummy. What are you doing? Ah, man, that cat, I tell you what. Something else. A little special. Definitely a special kitty. The 6 toes don't lie, man. She's definitely a little special. I don't know. I want to walk away and walk around because that's just what I do, man. But I don't got my darn mic, so I got to stay close. But, things have been going good, man. Things have been on the uphill climb. And that is, I'm used to digging a hole, man. you don't even know. Like, my whole mood these last couple months now, you know, I've been just on the up and up, and my tolerance for BS is at an all-time low. Or maybe it's still about where it always was. Maybe, I don't know. But I've been trying to cut stresses out of my life for a while, man. Before I met her, you know, I was just trying to live a less stressful life. You know, I was always stressed, always worried about something, always worried about this, that, whatnot, always worried about this, who and there and what and where and when. You know, everything in the book. Worried about my, you know, everything. Like, why don't I have this? Why don't I have that? Blah, blah, blah. And if you focus on what you do have, man, I got a killer set of golf clubs, you know, and I can swing them. I got a nice dirt bike, and I can ride it. And I know how to ride it. I can ride the thing, you know. I got a kayak. I got a boat. I got a nice fishing pole. I got family that loves me. I got kids that love me, and I love them. I'm winning, man. At the end of the day, isn't this like the American dream, man? I mean, granted, my hot rod's not running. That kind of blows, but I got a truck. I got a work car. I got a lawnmower that keeps breaking on me all the time, but you know what? It still runs like a dream. The only thing that breaks on it is everything but the motor. And everything else I can fix easy peasy, so that's all right. You know, I got a nice big garage. I got cats that are actually cool, actually fun, and lovey-dovey too. Maybe it's just the way I treat them, man. And that's why they treat me the way they do. Right. Yeah, you like to play. Whoa, whoa. Yeah, you like to play. Yeah, you like to play. Yeah, that fun. But yeah, I'm literally... Maybe I just made this video to brag. I don't know. Maybe that's all it's gonna be. But things are looking up, man. Maybe I should make some more videos. This felt a lot better than my last video I made. I don't even know what my last video was. But, man, get yourself someone who will spoil the brakes off you. And, yeah, I can't say too much because I'm trying to keep it kind of appropriate. But, yeah, I'll just say things have been going well in all aspects of the relationship. You know what I'm saying? I got no complaints, you know, that's for sure. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, we had a bunk bed in my boys' room. We got rid of that. And now we got a triple bunk bed in their room. That's the old bunk bed. That's a real nice one. I wanted to sell it, but she just wants to give it away because she got it for free. So she wants to give it away for free. And that's, I mean, the amount of green flags that this girl carries around and she doesn't even realize her green flags are just like amazing. She's like, I come home to a home cooked meal, laundry done, dishes done, house clean. And she's like, I feel like I did nothing today. And I'm like, the fact that you feel that way is amazing. And I'm like, that sounded weird. The fact that you feel that way and you still do all this stuff and you're not satisfied, I guess that's not how I want to say it either. Hoping you're satisfied with me, but you know what I'm saying? Like the fact that she has that drive, man, and even when she is doing stuff all day long and getting stuff done, she feels like she didn't do nothing. Or she just wants to do more. You know, I need more of that. When I see her working in there, that's why I got the garage clean this weekend. Oh, mostly because there's piled full of junk in here. But, because she was moving in, so we had a ton of stuff in here. But, man, it's clean now. Back to the way it was almost. You know? It's crazy, dude, how fast things can just go from, yeah, being in the dirt and just mopey. Nah, I was not mopey in the dirt. Maybe I was, but I try not to show that, you know, because I don't know. Because you want to be happy, you got to be happy, you know? That's what I tell my kids. To be happy, you just got to be happy. If you want to be mad, be mad. If you want to be sad, start crying. You know, you are what you water. You Grass grows where you water it, you know? And I was watering the wrong grass. I don't even know what grass I was watering. Maybe I was just letting that stuff drown. You know? Drowned in sun and you just get baked, man. This shit was fried. My grass wasn't green, dude. Now my grass is looking greener, you know? And it's nice to be, like, feel excited about your own life. Like, what? Is that not the American dream, man? I don't understand a lot of things. But I do understand the fact that this has definitely made my life a lot better. She has, for sure. I can't imagine letting her go. That's for sure. She keeps saying I'm gonna leave her. I'm like, why? Why would I? You know? But I don't know. Things are going good, man. I feel like I'm just running in circles here. I've been trying to think of something else I could say, but in all honesty, man, it feels good. Life's going good. We're all just animals, man. And I'm a happy bear these days. I ain't no grumpy bear, you know. I got a cute little kitten that's about to eat a bug. It's fall. Hunting season's right around the corner. Been hunting a couple times. I haven't seen nothing. I haven't got none. But I've been in the woods. Put a couple stands out. Put a couple cameras out. But I have not been out. And Lord knows I need to get some venison to fill this Frigidaire up. You know what I'm saying? But you know what? I don't know what else to say. So I think I'm just going to end this at that, man. Just keep your chin up, man. Things will get better. And even if they don't, try to make them better anyway. You know, don't just sit in your bed and mope and watch videos all night long and just wait for the future. Make the future today, man. Make your future better. You know, there's always things you can do. If you got time, man, you can do whatever you want. I don't have a ton of time, but I got more time now because I have somebody who loves me and who helps take care of the house. It's not just me, you know, anymore. I'm not trying to do this all by myself, and I didn't even know what I was doing because I didn't. I'm not good at being a housewife, man. It's just plain and simple. I'm not that, you know. I can clean my house if somebody's about to come over. I don't know. You can do the dishes though. But man, life's good. We're blessed around here, dude. I'm happy that you listened this long, and if you did listen this long, appreciate you, man. You're a woman. My bad. Yeah. Fuck Israel, by the way.